Boise State goes to South Bend to take on Notre Dame. This was a game that preseason, John, definitely was a little interesting. Like, okay, let's see what Boise State can do here. Coming off that playoff berth, Notre Dame just goes to the national title game. Now, as we get here, like Boise State, I know they've looked much better since that week 1 performance against South Florida when they lost down there. But like, I said it on Monday, coming out of week 5, that Notre Dame has to be all gas, no brakes, gas pedal to the floor. And that's what I expect to continue this week against Boise State. I don't think Boise State's defense is going to be able to stop the Irish. CJ Carr, I think we're going to keep seeing the ascension of him into that higher echelon of some of these quarterbacks this year. I am so high on this kid. And then the 2 running backs, Notre Dame finally getting them the football. The Irish have scored 40 or more points in 3 straight games. I think that continues as well. I was about to give out Notre Dame team total, but it's sitting at 41.5, and that is just silly, I think, at this point. But it would not shock me one bit if Notre Dame wins this game like 25-20, and they end up covering the number, which is sitting at 20.5 here as well. So even the books are buying back in on the Irish at this point.
Yeah, the Irish offense, I think, is one of the most complete and scary units in the country right now. I think that just this introduction of CJ Carr and his really kind of rapid maturation has been insanely impressive. You got a guy in Malachi Fields who's just been like a total big play threat. Faison, I love watching him play. Greathouse is fun too. And then, you get Jadarian Price and Jeremiah Love going, you as a defense having to game plan to stop all of that. Whereas like last year is like, well, you can try to stop the run. Like you try as best as you can to stop the run, and maybe something can happen. But like now, it's a real damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you load up to stop one thing, that Notre Dame is able to punish you coming out the other end. So I did notice that 41.5 team total. I know for anyone's college football DFS purposes, that Notre Dame is going to be fun to use this weekend. I'm not betting this one, but I'm more inclined to say that Notre Dame kind of beats Boise like a drum here.